Did you guys see what Candace Owens just released on the Blake Lively-Justin Baldoni case? Because I think it actually just confirms that the whole reason that this is all an issue is because Ryan Reynolds, this is what I think. I think Ryan Reynolds thought that Blake was cheating on him.
Brings something that people still tease and bully, and it's something that's an easy target for that kind of thing.
Were you teased?
What's that?
Were you teased?
Yeah, for sure. And then I just kind of stopped speaking as much.
I'm so sorry.
No, it's fine. It's part of the journey. It's just, and that's really what I tell everyone, is that it's not all of you. It's just a part of you, and everyone's got something. This just is your thing, you know.
Wait, did you know that Emily Blunt and Blake Lively are reportedly at each other's throats? Rumor has it that Blake allegedly set her sights on Emily's husband, John Krasinski. And apparently, Blake's knack for inserting herself where she's not wanted doesn't stop at movies or campaigns. She allegedly tried to take over Emily's entire life. Meanwhile, Emily stays far from the gossip mill, steadily building her career without controversial headlines, enjoying a devoted family, and never having to perform for the press to be treated like Hollywood royalty. Word on the street is that Emily went absolutely ballistic when she found out about Blake's alleged obsession and isn't planning to back down anytime soon. The whispers say she's determined to make sure Blake faces consequences in her career. But why would Blake risk her glamorous life chasing after someone else's husband? And where does Ryan Reynolds even fit into this tangled Hollywood drama? Let's break it all down.
Blake Lively pull a Hailey Bieber and stalk Ryan Reynolds before they started dating? Because Blake Lively's Van Zandt company was actually formed in 2008. 2 years before the rumored affair with Ryan Reynolds when they met on the set of The Green Lantern in 2000.
According to insiders who claim to know all the tea, this whole scandal reportedly kicked off at a 2022 private dinner hosted by Chanel in Paris. Guests allegedly noticed Blake Lively acting far too comfortable around John Krasinski, laughing at every joke, leaning in close, and flashing smiles like giddy teenagers. Emily, meanwhile, was supposedly right there, watching her husband get wrapped around another woman in real time. Photos from the night reportedly showed Blake and John looking cozy, with Emily nowhere in sight, making it seem like they were attending as each other's dates rather than as married couples. Strangely, every picture from the event later disappeared from the internet, fueling rumors that someone wanted to erase evidence. Sources claim Emily confronted John afterward, triggering a flood of shady secrets. Apparently, Blake had been allegedly unhappy in her own marriage for a long time and took John's friendly attention as an opening for more. She reportedly sent endless messages, called at odd hours, and made herself available at every event he attended. Some say she even orchestrated coincidental meetups, always appearing where John was, while pretending it was purely social. The whispers suggest she went so far as to cozy up to his friends and colleagues, planting herself into his inner circle. And according to insiders, Emily was left fuming, determined to protect her marriage and make sure Blake faced consequences. Blake was allegedly sending a clear signal that she wanted John all to herself, seemingly willing to burn everything down to get him, including her once close friendship with Emily Blunt. Before all this messy drama erupted, Emily and Blake had reportedly grown very close, largely because their husbands, John and Ryan, were friends. Over time, the two women had even become almost best friends, sharing laughs and seemingly unshakable bonds, making the fallout even more shocking.
Obviously, any Valentine's Day plans for you?
Blake's taking me out for dinner.
No.
I'm sort of my husband's away, so are you going to take me out for dinner?
That felt nice.
I'm going to crash.
On that red
It felt kind of cozy. I feel like I want to join this date night.
I'm going to crash her and Ryan's.
The four of them reportedly spent a lot of time together, often going on double dates and even visiting each other's homes. Back in 2018, Emily and Blake went viral after photos from a Michael Kors fashion show started circulating, showing them sitting next to Zendaya and laughing hysterically. Some fans immediately assumed they were gossiping about or mocking Zendaya, though insiders say the truth was far more complicated. According to sources, the laughter may have been innocent at first, but over time, cracks in the friendship allegedly began showing. Blake supposedly started steering conversations toward personal topics, subtly trying to get closer to John, while Emily noticed something off but tried to brush it aside. Over time, the once bubbly friendship reportedly became tense, with Blake allegedly inserting herself into every event Emily attended. Some insiders claim Blake even used social media to make it seem like she and John were closer than they actually were. Others say she made strategic appearances at parties and gatherings, always ensuring she'd be seen by John. Meanwhile, Emily allegedly became increasingly wary, sensing that Blake's intentions were far from friendly. And as the photos continued to circulate online, the speculation about their friendship and the rumored tension only intensified, leaving fans obsessed with decoding every interaction. According to insiders, Emily finally addressed the swirling rumors in a 2021 Vanity Fair interview, explaining that Blake, who was wearing a striking red trench coat that night, was probably just worried about how she looked in front of the cameras. The two even shared a little inside joke moment that Zanaya couldn't join in on, as she was focused on the runway. This moment reportedly highlighted just how close Blake and Emily were at the time, a rarity in Hollywood, where strategic alliances often outweigh genuine friendships. But sources claim none of that mattered once Blake allegedly decided she wanted Emily's life for herself. The whispers suggest that Blake became increasingly bold, making her intentions toward John Krasinski more obvious, while continuing to maintain a facade of friendship with Emily. Some insiders argue that Blake may not be entirely to blame, pointing fingers at Ryan Reynolds for his allegedly lackluster role as a husband, which may have fueled the tension. Others say Blake used social media to subtly flaunt her closeness to John and his circle, further intensifying the rumors. According to gossip watchers, Emily reportedly grew frustrated with the constant public speculation and tried to distance herself while protecting her marriage. Meanwhile, Blake allegedly sought every opportunity to insert herself into private events, photos, and conversations, leaving Emily feeling increasingly cornered. The combination of public appearances, leaked images, and strategic social maneuvering reportedly made the entire situation feel like a calculated game to some insiders. Insiders claim Ryan Reynolds allegedly has a massive ego, can't handle the idea of his wife outshining him, and supposedly tried to control Blake to the point that he preferred she quit acting and become a stay-at-home mom. Fans and gossip hunters have been digging up old blind items about the couple, and some of the claims are jaw-dropping. One November 2012 item, just months after their wedding, reportedly described how Blake didn't want to stay inside all night. She wanted to work, be noticed, appear in magazines, and live her life rather than revolve entirely around an A-list actor who demanded constant attention. Another 2015 blind item allegedly said Blake was berated in front of friends for 20 minutes for using a dog walker instead of personally walking the dog as Ryan had instructed, a level of control many insiders describe as extreme. Sources claim the situation worsens when Blake's career began to pick up again after a slow period. Rumors suggest she not only felt unloved and frustrated, but was actively seeking an emotional outlet, allegedly leading her to pursue Emily Blunt's husband, which eventually blew up in public. But whispers indicate this might not have been Blake's first time creating chaos in another woman's relationship. Back in 2010, rumors allegedly linked her to Ben Affleck while he was married to Jennifer Garner, after sparks supposedly flew on the set of The Town. Insiders claim their off-camera attraction lasted for months, and by the time Jennifer found out, the damage was done. A 2015 blind item reportedly even tied Blake to the fallout of Ben and Jennifer's marriage, implying she had multiple secret encounters with him during that period, adding fuel to her controversial Hollywood reputation. That series of events reportedly left Jennifer Garner devastated, while the next 2 years for Ben Affleck and Blake Lively allegedly unfolded very differently as Blake supposedly preferred Ben over her then current partner. This fueled speculation about why she even went after Ryan Reynolds later on. For context, insiders claim Ryan and Blake allegedly began seeing each other while he was still married to Scarlett Johansson, a fact that reportedly caused Blake to panic years later when she learned Ryan planned to work with Scarlett again. Sources say Ryan allegedly grew distant from Scarlett once his affair with Blake began, sneaking off to take Blake's calls, coming home late, and inventing endless excuses to be away. A 2015 Blind Item reportedly described Scarlett talking about how Ryan would stop in the middle of actual intimacy, not foreplay, to take calls he claimed were from his mother. Rumors claim Scarlett suspected something was off, and it later turned out Ryan allegedly wasn't calling his mom at all. It was Blake, his secret mistress. Eventually, insiders say Ryan dumped Scarlett and publicly started his relationship with Blake, showing just how messy, interconnected, and complicated the whole saga was. Whisperers allege that Blake had a pattern of pursuing unavailable men, creating tension and heartbreak in the lives of others. Some claim she even leveraged her friendships with other A-listers to gain access to her targets. Others say she carefully curated moments to appear close to her new love interests in public, fueling speculation and envy. Rumors suggest she wasn't subtle either, reportedly sending messages at odd hours, orchestrating chance meetings, and inserting herself into events to be noticed. Friends of the couples allegedly noticed that Ryan and Blake were constantly texting during parties, often excusing themselves to private corners to talk. Gossip sources claim Scarlett tried to confront Blake at one point, but the actress allegedly brushed it off with a smile. Meanwhile, Blake allegedly continued to enjoy the thrill of playing a hidden role in high-profile relationships, cementing her reputation as a manipulative figure behind the scenes. Even insiders from other Hollywood sets reportedly noticed her pattern of involvement with already committed men. Sources say her behavior caused ripple effects, straining friendships and turning quiet whispers into full-blown scandals. Despite all of this, some gossip watchers argue that Ryan played a significant role in escalating the chaos, giving Blake opportunities to insert herself into complicated situations. By the time their relationship went public, the web of secret encounters, hidden messages, and emotional manipulation had reportedly left multiple marriages and friendships in ruins. Even today, sources claim the story is still talked about in whispers at parties, proof that Hollywood never forgets a scandal of this magnitude.